Owning a home is the American dream. I love my job because I get to help people buy, sell, and improve that American dream. Follow me this week as we explore exciting new trends in Utah's real estate.
So Doug, I know you've done a ton of pools here in Utah. Have you ever come across a challenging situation where you may not have been able to fit a pool in?
Yes, there has been quite a few of those. This was one of them here. Josh and Hillary called us out because they love this house, they love this lot and the views it has. They just wanted a pool and a spa.
But it had like a steep drop off, right?
Right, it was very steep off the back porch here. There was nowhere to put a pool technically.
Yeah.
So we brought in our design team and utilized Brandon from Loft 6'4". He did up a design which was very fantastic, and my landscaper, wall builder, Innovative Excavating, Jess took care of this wall which created all this space here, and we were able to fill it back up and dig out the pool.
Well, it turned out beautiful. Tell me about a little bit about what you guys did here.
When we first sat down with Josh and Hillary on this project, they were interested in a more modern look than the classic style pool with the white plaster and the coping stones and such. And so what we came up with for them was an exposed aggregate, a black exposed aggregate, which makes the pool reflect really well and also makes the water a more deep, dark blue, a lagoon blue, which people like.
Yeah.
And
it looked like a resort.
Yeah, and they wanted some area to entertain, so we added a pergola back there, a couple of gas fireplaces for them, and basically just made this area really inviting and a good place to entertain.
Well, Doug, this is really enlightening because I've come across a situation where I've taken buyers out to houses and they've looked at it and said, well, it doesn't fit our needs because we want to have a pool, and this is great.
Yeah, this is actually what we specialize in, the challenging builds, situations like this where there was no backyard, and rather than have it look like your standard condominium complex pool out in the middle of a flat.
Okay, Julie, for this one, we're going to be flying over the beautiful city of West Point. And if people don't know where West Point is, a little bit of a, it used to be a little bit rural, but it's really developed over the last few years, right?
Yeah, it was just a little bedroom community, but there's a real strong infrastructure in this city now.
Yeah, and so if you were at Hill Air Force Base and you went west about 10 minutes, you're right in West Point.
You got it.
Yeah, and as you can see, it's a really beautiful neighborhood, and these type of neighborhoods are always super desirable because of the military base. It's always got a lot of bent up demand for buyers.
Well, and they also have contractors and other companies working near and around the base. So yes, there's definitely a lot of job potential in that area. Love the stone on this home.
Yeah, they really did a lot of nice stuff. As you drive down the neighborhood, it's just a really nice community. Lots of parks and lots of, community there. As you can see on the interior, it's got really nice floors on this.
It really does.
Really nice hardwood floors, which I really like, and it's got a big yard. And the thing about this house, of course, kitchen on the main floor just the way you want it. It's that typical Rambler, which is just what you want. Living level on the main floor. It's actually got a couple other bedrooms there, and then upstairs it's got another 4 bedrooms, and then it's got a separate living area in the basement. And it's got an entrance from the basement, so you can almost have mother-in-law apartment is perfect for this.
That open concept that they're all looking for and more comfortable with now, and so much potential in this. It's got it's a really solid home, isn't it?
Yeah, And so the house was built in 2005, but it's perfect. You notice they haven't changed the wall colors or anything. It stayed very, very neutral, so it's all ready for you to just come in and make this your own.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of potential.
Lots of potential.
And so
there.
this one, we're looking at 4257 square feet. It's 9 bedrooms and 4 full baths.
9 bedrooms.
Can you believe that?
Wow.
And
That's
so
wonderful.
It's got a lot of room. It's got the ability to put a lot. As you look at those hardwood floors there.
They're great.
Yeah, and we're heading to the main floor again. This is on the main level, which is always nice because a lot of people, once they get a little bit older, they have to sell their houses because they have stairs.
That's right. People have to move because of the house, not because of anything else.
That's right. And one of the nice things about this is a generational house. So if you ever had a family member or something need to come and live with you or something, you've got the basement apartment. You've got parking off the side, access in to come into the downstairs without upsetting anyone on the main floor. And that's always desirable in our
Oh, you
marketplace.
bet. Definitely can just be able to help when you need to help.
Yeah, and as you can see, we're going to be going upstairs. One of the things that we noticed that we're looking at these, nice homes, nice construction homes. We're looking at, if you're looking at new construction, you're probably at about $130 a square foot. If you're looking at something that's a little bit aged or a little bit older, you're maybe at $120 a square foot. This house with 2 kitchens and everything, all the fence and everything in, you're only at $95 a square foot.
Wow, and it just showed that second kitchen. That was a nice kitchen too.
Yeah, nice little kitchen in the basement.
Look at all these rooms. What can you do with all of these rooms?
You can have a big family, or you can have people that want to come and live with you.
Well, your man cave and your
That's
craft
right.
room and your exercise room. There's so much potential, and it's all right there. It's got the wood trims on the inside. If people are painting white, I love the wood.
Yeah. Now look at the size of this backyard.
That's great.
On some 0.44 acres, they had a above ground pool and they had a little dock kind of off there, so they jump off into that. So that's why it's dug down. But talk about a great value and a lot of house right out there in
There's
West
a lot
Point.
of house, a lot of land. This is in a great community.
Most people aren't insurance experts. Shoot, most of the time they don't know what coverage they have or even who their agent is. It's okay. It's not your job to be an insurance nerd. It's mine. I even have the glasses and sweater vest. As your personal insurance nerd, my staff of nerds and I are excited and eager to get nerdy about your insurance. Your coverage is important and so is the price. We understand that. Let us get nerdy about the details. If you're looking for the cheapest price from some online company regardless of coverage, you've got the wrong nerd. Now, if you're looking for a personal relationship with a local insurance nerd who cares about covering you and your family and that your cat's name's Fluffy, I'm your nerd. Give us a call or shoot us an email. If we don't answer right away, it's because we're deep in the nerdiness with another client. Don't worry, we'll get right back to you. We always do. Kai Tanner, Farm Bureau Insurance.
What's the worst part about selling your house and moving to St. George? The move. So now anyone who works with Jay on buying a house in St. George gets a complimentary moving package from Zippy Shell, Utah.
And be sure to tune into Real Estate Essentials every Sunday afternoon at 4:30, only on ABC4, Good for Utah. So Julie, if you want to buy real estate, you have to have a good job. But to get a good job, you have to go to school. And if you go to school, then you might get student loans. And so what happens if you go to buy a house and you have student loans? What happens?
Well, a lot of times we have to include the debt that they paid on the student loans in with their debt to income ratios. But there's been a recent change, and in some cases we can remove that and exclude it if we can prove that they don't have a current payment. So that makes it easier for people to get into the market and into a home.
That's great. So does this work if you just finished school or if you're going to school too?
Either way, you can. It's a matter of what the payment structure is on their student loans. So you can still be a student and purchase a home.
Okay, Julie, for this beautiful home, take a look at this Craftsman style, absolutely gorgeous, on a gorgeous street in one of the hottest neighborhoods in all of Salt Lake, or cities, I should say. We're right in Farmington, and Farmington, what we've seen this year is just absolutely booming. It is one of the hottest areas. But you know this area because you live right up there, right?
Yeah, the secret's out. This is a great place to live.
Yeah, it's the mall that they put in right there rivals anything that's in Salt Lake. It's a real convenient drive up there, and you can still get a really good deal on a property out there.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, and as you take a look at the professional landscaping and that nice front porch on this one, and then you walk inside and look at just absolutely beautiful. It looks like new construction, and it's the new construction without all the hassle. Because all of it's done. It's all completely done.
Yeah, look.
All the yards in, all the square footage is all finished out, and instead of having to deal with the hassle of building, you just get to move and enjoy this one.
You sure do. This is a great floor plan on this home that you can have that open concept. Look at the built-ins there that we seldom see built-ins in a newer home.
Yeah, because they're so expensive to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's your little office area right there, just a little desk area. And look at the kitchen. The kitchen is laid out really, really well, and they did a really nice job. Oh, take a look in the back there. You can see the lockers, so as you come in off
of the garage?
Yeah, you can just use your little lockers. They did a good job of putting the eating area, the kind of dining area, off to the east side of the property, and it didn't really interrupt the place that you're going to go and sit and, enjoy your kind of family room area. Head upstairs, we're going to be going to the master bedroom. Now upstairs on this one, they've got 4 bedrooms and 2 full baths, and you can see each of these rooms are really good size. This is the master.
This is a sweet master bedroom.
Yeah, very nice.
And they love to have a master on the second floor where you can have all that view outside, just see the views that you can see.
Yeah.
Gorgeous bathroom too.
Really nice put together. And one of the things I really like about this floor plan is not just bedrooms upstairs. Of course, they put 4 bedrooms, but it's also got this nice little living area right there. And look at how big that is. So they fit 4 bedrooms, good sized bedrooms, plus that kind of loft area up there. And then on the main floor, we're going to go look at it in just a minute, they've got another bedroom on the main floor. So if you wanted to have like your mother-in-law on the main floor, and it can be en suite because it's got a bathroom right there, and it's also got an office on the main floor. So you've got office, you've got, it just lays out really well.
Oh,
It's
it
a
does.
Really nice little property.
You can have a mother-in-law or a guest room downstairs.
Yeah. Now this is flying over and take a look at the property. As you can see, it's all finished out and they have professional landscape, and it's really just a classy, beautiful backyard. They've got a fire pit there, and they've got a place for a hot tub, and the swing set's all built in. And when you go through, there's a little gate on the back. There's a little stream that runs through the back of the property that's just kind of open space, and nobody, it's just open space, and so there's some natural water that runs
So you
through
hear
there.
a babbling brook in your
Yeah.
backyard.
Look at that. And this is a special little property in a great location in Farmington. Okay, Julie, take a look at this one. We're going to be heading up to the east side. We're over in Draper, right up against the mountains here. This is a spectacular area, as you can see, right next to it, and this one has views to die for. So if you want kind of the east bench and you want to be looking over the valley, this could be your home. This one's as you can tell as you look at the outside of this house was custom built for this lot. It was designed and built. So when they got this particular lot, they said, listen, we want to build a custom home around this lot, and that's what they did. And so if you're coming up the street, you pull into your garage, then you pull around your circular driveway, and then you walk into the house. And you want to talk about a deal. We're going to be looking at $649,000. It's only $116 a square foot for a 3-car garage, and it's on half an acre.
That's hard to find a half an acre, isn't it,
It
anymore?
was, yeah. And I mean, to find a deal in Draper,
Yeah.
that's hard to find.
That is.
Yeah, and as you can see, you walk in, it's got a really unique, kind of cool little entertaining floor plan. So as you walk in, it's got that grand staircase that goes upstairs. It's got a really nice upstairs, and then it's got kind of this kind of entertaining area off of what we consider the north side of the property. Now keep in mind, off the back there, out those windows, it's a deck that wraps around all the way around the back of the house.
Oh,
And
that's
so it's
great.
got beautiful views as you walk out here. Lots of windows, lots of light.
Oh, you'd see such beautiful sunsets, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it would be spectacular sunset views from here. As you can see, look at all these windows, and they had to cover up some of those windows because it was so bright. If you like light, you're going to love this house.
It is beautiful. You can tell it was built for the
Isn't that
lot
interesting?
that it's in.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of houses, you see a lot of things that are done and stuff, but when you see one that was specially done around the sty, around that particular lot, where we're going to come in and where we want to enter on the front entry and where we want to have take a look at the master here.
And another deck.
Another deck off the master. They would consider this what they call a Romeo and Juliet deck, and so it just kind of wraps there and take a look.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and into the master here, you can see big, huge ceilings, plenty of space. Everywhere you go in this house, it lays out really, really well.
And there's a closet right off of the
A big,
bathroom
huge
there.
closet. And the closet, you can access through the bathroom or the bedroom, both
Either way.
directions. Yeah,
Great.
which is really cool.
Yeah.
And lots of bedrooms here. You're looking at 5 bedrooms. 2 full, 1 3/4, and 1/2. It was built in 1989. It has a 3-car garage. It's on 0.47 acres, and it just keeps going and going. 55. It's 5583. So yeah, it's about 5,500 square feet, which is, that's a lot.
Yeah, and it looks like this is a good value for all of that this house has to offer.
It really does. I mean, if you want to be in that Draper area, which is Draper in the valley, there's that deck that looks off the back. Take a look at the views.
This is great.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that is.
And so there's a spiral staircase that goes down to the lower level. It's got a nice little, the lot is terraced. They probably spent $100,000 or more than that just terracing the lot. And so you could just take advantage and look at that as we fly by. You really,
This is a very, very nice home.
yeah, really great neighborhood.
Well, we've been thinking about it, and we're just not sure.
I understand.
We've never sold a house before.
I'll walk you guys through every step.
So if we sell, do you think we can swing it?
Well, I have the numbers right here, and based on the comps that I found, the timing is perfect. There are a lot of buyers for a house like yours.
It's good to know.
I'm so excited.
Jay Deere here with Real Estate Essentials. Have you ever been driving through a neighborhood and just died to know how much those houses cost? Well, just download Real Estate Essentials' new free app. It uses your phone's GPS to track your location, and then it uses a multiple listing service to give you all the details. All you need to do is text RE-UTAH to 32323. And be sure to tune into Real Estate Essentials every Sunday afternoon at 4:30, only on ABC4, good for Utah.
My husband and I just sold our home and are moving to St. George. We're looking for a convenient and inexpensive way to move.
We can definitely help. Zippy Shell to the rescue. We do a large number of moves to and from southern Utah, which makes us a lot more affordable and available than most other full-service movers. In fact, we service the far reaches of Utah. We just did a move from Park City to Camas and one from Vernal to North Dakota. So don't worry, we'll come to you and then get your belongings wherever they need to go. And that's what Zippy Shell is, portable storage and moving made simple. Contact us through zippyshell.com and tell them Zippy Girls sent you.
Okay, Julie, for this one, we're going to head it up to East Layton, and there's a specific area right up there that is super desirable, and it's called Hobbs Reservoir.
Oh, I'm familiar with that.
You
It's a
live up
beautiful
that way, so
place.
you know that area really well.
Yes.
Now take a look at this. This is going to be one of the most desirable areas. This is where everybody goes and takes their pictures and stuff for weddings and stuff. And take a look as we're flying into the house there. They've got this beautiful driveway as you go down there, and they've got this, I mean, you want to talk about an estate.
Oh yeah, and look at the landscaping. It's just just so pristine. The
It's
way they
absolutely
put it together.
beautiful. Let's talk about Hobbs Canyon for a little bit. So you got a little reservoir over there and all these parks, and it's a really popular area to go. And this particular home was actually Parade of Homes winner in 2001. And as you can see, somebody really put a lot of attention and detail into this one. And so it's got a 3-car garage attached to the house, and then it has another 3-car garage detached off the side.
Oh, great. And look at that drive. Isn't that a beautiful
And
drive?
they did these special trees that were just designed perfectly for driving in.
driveway.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
great.
everything. And as you can see, as we go inside the house, it's just absolutely beautiful. This is Brazilian hardwood, as you can see inside of the den, right off the entry as you come in, and all the different colors and style and design. Spectacular, right?
Oh, this is just stunning. Just stunning. Isn't it wonderful what they've done? And a water feature right there.
A lot of the stuff is going to be staying with the home, like that water feature, for instance. As we can see, we're going into a kitchen. This is this is a designer kitchen, as you can see. One of the nice things I really like about this is the kitchen opens up on the left, out in the backyard, and also it opens into a great one with these huge vaulted ceilings.
This is just beautiful. I'm looking at the wall treatments that they have, this customized wall treatments in there, and it looks like these floors. Oh, look at those cabinets. Isn't that great?
Yeah, and so that's
That
so
is
they can
great.
load all of their stuff in there,
Right
so it
there.
doesn't get aged, all of their canned goods.
Oh, yeah.
Master is on the main
Fireplace.
floor right off the side, and it's got a deck that goes right off. And I mean, this is just the way a property like this
It
would be
is.
laid
And
out,
also,
right?
it's got a nice high ceiling to take care of that master bedroom. Beautiful corner tub. That's gorgeous.
And look at all the details and all the things that are about. You really can't even talk about it because there's so much.
Oh.
They spared no expense. This is one of the.
This
I
is
look
a closet to die for.
really, isn't it?
Oh, my
Just
goodness.
amazing, right?
Yeah.
And so this is that great room that I was talking to about. This right off the kitchen right there, and then they've got a deck that looks off the side.
Oh, look
right
at
there.
this, how tall that ceiling is there.
Lots
That
of
is fabulous.
Yeah, and all that beautiful deck kind of wraps around the whole side of the house, right on the front there. So you're kind of overlooking this beautiful landscape, and of course, you're right there at Hobbs Canyon.
And you can see those trees that all around you with the
really
windows there.
mature area, just one of the most
gorgeous.
beautiful places
Oh, I
in
see why
all
this,
of Utah.
This won the Parade of Homes. This is just stunning.
Yeah, so we're going to look at a couple bedrooms here. So we're going to be looking at 8370 square feet with 6 bedrooms, 5 full and 1/2 bath. It's on 1.32 acres, and we haven't even got to some of the best parts. Some of the best part of this house,
They
let's
just
keep
had a
going with
cute
this.
little
Yeah.
loft in one of the bedrooms. That looks like so much fun.
Yeah, this is a special home, a special little neighborhood, and there's real community sense in Hobbs Canyon in that kind of reservoir area. Everybody knows
Well, and look at
everybody.
this knotty pine. I'm looking at all the different wood treatments through the house too.
Take
So
a look at
it's-
this beautiful mural they did of the 007.
Oh,
Isn't that cool?
yeah, isn't that great
Yeah,
on
they-
that whole wall?
Yeah, they just
Oh,
tied
that
it right
is some
in.
custom artwork on the walls.
Now we're going into the home theater
Theater
here. A
room.
lot of this stuff with the right price, they're going to include a lot of the furnishings and home theater
Oh,
stuff in
look
here.
at the energy in that room with that carpeting and the colors there.
Just great, right?
Isn't that great? That is just great. And I just love all the wood. This looks like it's that scraped floor.
Yeah.
that
And so
they
now
have.
we're actually going down to the lower level, but not the lowest level because this house keeps going on multiple levels, okay? Now, this is perfect for if you have like a family member that's coming, like a kid coming home from a mission. They set this up perfectly. So right out of the garage, there are stairs that go down into there, and so you access this area, and you get into this, beautiful. Look at this.
Oh,
Can you believe it? How
You know, I haven't seen a glass wall like that for a long time. That's done just beautifully, isn't it?
Yeah, and so you have to think about this. Now take a look at these floors. These floors are actually hand scraped. And now we're going down another level right here, and this is the gym. And this has got like 12-foot or 15-foot ceilings, and it's got a basketball court down there. We weren't able to get pictures of that because they're doing some moving right now. But take a look. Now we go into the backyard, and now you've got your pool, right?
Oh, look at that pool. That is just too much fun. A slippery slide, the water fountain.
Yeah.
That is
They've got
gorgeous.
They've got the
Little diving area.
Now, up on the top there, they've also got a little area where you can sit up there, and it's got a hot tub and overlooks the whole valley down in through Hobbs Canyon. Spectacular, right?
Oh, yes.